when we get to 12E, okay, it's really important again. Can you shut your MacBook so I know who I'm talking to? That'll probably be better. It's really important you know your multiplication and you know your negative and positive numbers, okay? So if you're in struggle town with both of them or one of them, you've got to really concentrate on these questions, okay? The first couple of exercises just talk about products. And what does the term product mean? Multiply, all right, or times. Multiply or times. And the word sum refers to addition, okay? So in the first couple of questions it talks, and this is relatively easy, find two numbers which can be times together to get 7, which those same two numbers when added together give you 8 added. Yeah, so the two numbers that when times together give you 7 are 7 and 1. Okay, 7 times 1 gives you 7, so that fits that rule. But then those same two numbers have to be added together. Do they give you 8? Well, yep, that's pretty obvious. 7 plus 1 gives you 8. So the two numbers are 7 and 1. Very easy to start with. Okay? Two numbers which give you the product or multiplied together give you negative 10. Okay? Or there's negative 10 and 1. There's negative 1 and 10. What other numbers? Negative 2 and 5. Negative 5 and 2. So be aware that the sign then changes this stuff. Alright? Hopefully you can see it's bringing a lot of your learning together. Positive numbers, multiplication. Okay, any other numbers? That's about it. So the sum of these two numbers then have to equal negative 9. The sum of these two numbers need to, when added together, Maddie, try and pay attention and teacher, have to, when added together, need to come to negative 9. What two numbers would be that, Rothy?
Negative 10 and 1.
Negative 10 and 1. Because we're adding negative 10 and 1 equals negative 9. We're at negative 10 on our number line. We're adding 1, so we get to negative 9. I'm not going to draw up a number line because you should know that now. I've been doing it quite a while. So this first question will give you practice at finding what the two numbers are. Okay? They come in handy because of this. If you are to factorise these, what you try and identify is what two numbers when multiplied together give you this number. Well, it's plus 10, isn't it? Which those same two numbers when added together give you plus 7. Okay, so really it's sum is plus 9 and product is plus 10 in this first question. All right? So what two numbers when multiplied together gives us plus 10?
5 times 2.
5 times 2. What else? Anything else?
2 times 5.
2 times 5.
10 times 1.
10 times 1.
1 times 10.
1 times 10. Good work. Anything else? Yeah? Negative 5 times negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 5. You've got to account for all of these. These are all possibles. And the reason why you've got to account for them all is because, okay, it's pretty obvious at the moment 5 plus 2 is 7, so our numbers are 5 and 2. But it won't always be that obvious. Okay? When we scroll down to some of these questions, I'll just get rid of that. When we scroll down, you know, we have what two numbers when multiplied together gives us negative 52. But when added together gives us positive 9. All right? Who knows their 52 times tables? Or what goes into 52? It's not so easy. Okay? 52, what are our two numbers that could go into 52?
4 times.
2 times 26.
2 times 26. Negative 2 times 26 maybe?
Yeah.
All right, already a little thing makes a hell of a difference. Okay, thanks, Will. Good. What other numbers? You know, I'll take it easy. Negative 26 times 2.
Negative 4 times 13.
Negative 4 times 13. 13 times negative 4. Negative 13, sorry, times 4. Yep.
52 times 1.
Negative 52 times 1. Negative 1 times 52. All right. Really quickly, hopefully, if you start putting these together, what you'll get in the practice of is saying, well, it's got to add positive 9, so I can straight away, it's never a chance there, never a chance there, but we're starting to get a chance here. Negative 4 and 13 gives us positive 9, doesn't it? That equals 52, but when we go negative 4 plus 13, it equals 9. So there definitely are two numbers. Am I leaving anyone behind at the moment, or is this making sense? Is it all right? Our numbers are definitely negative 4 and 13. This is the quickest way of factorising, because you then say, imagine this was x squared, you would then say it is x take 4 and x plus 13. Okay? And you would agree, probably having done 12 ABC and most of you have done 12D, that is a really simple way of factorising. Alright? In terms of them being x cubed, you know, there's an example and you can sort that out when you get to it. So, but I'm not going to go through that now. The main concept I'm trying to have you understand is whatever numbers you are multiplying together to get that, those same two numbers must be added together to get that. Those same numbers. Alright? Everyone okay with that? Can I explain it better for anyone? Shuffle your cups, I'll come to you. That's 12E. Okay? Most people are in 12E. Go from there. I'll come around to you and help you where needed. So with number 5, we'll just go with A. Is that all right? So with number 5, what they're trying to get you to do is they're trying to get you to take off this straight away. All right. And so if you were to take off that straight away, I'll do it over here so we can see it. It's 2. What would I have to multiply 2 by to get 2x squared? I'd have to go x squared. And what would I have, if I got 2 there, what would I have to multiply it by to get plus 12x? Would be plus 6x. That times that is 12x. Yeah. And then what would I have to multiply 18 by 2 to, what would I have to multiply 2 by to get 18? 9. Okay, so I'm left with that.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is, let's take this out. Negative 1, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so it goes.
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
We want to leave it so that we have x squared on. Tish, you're going to move in a minute. I've been talking to you most of the lesson about this. Or b squared on its own.
Yeah.
So if we get this on its own, the only way to do that is to put the 2 out the front. Now if I put the 2 out the front, the rest of it has to change. Because if I left that as plus 12x, when I multiplied by 2, I'd have 24x, and that's not right.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now when I've got that, I just bring that down now. Okay. My A is this. Yeah? Because they're pluses, 2 times A times whatever B is. Now what do I have to multiply 2 times x by to get 6x?
3.
3. You'll know whether that's your right B or not, because when you put it into here, does that equal that? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And so you've got that there. Then it's a matter of taking that out
Yeah.
and saying we've got 2 x plus 3 all squared.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, with what 12C says, all right, we always try and use the example, all right, to prompt us and get us working. All right. So we might start with this. We start with that, and what we try and do is we try and pull it apart. Maybe in our head is what they've done here, but the thinking that you would have done here would be to say, if I pull that apart, what I've got is 2 times x times x. Okay? And I have to make this a multiple of 2 to get 18. So I'm going to put 2 in straight away because I've got it at the front. And I'm going to times 2 by something to get 18. All right? 2 times 9 is 18. All right? So that's the thinking they've done in there. All right? With it, over time, that might come to you. But if it doesn't, can you start writing this down? So expand it out, and then you start to simplify it. You say, my 2 common factors is 2. No, that's right. Common factor is 2. So I've got rid of that, and I've got rid of that. Does that make sense? Okay. What goes in the brackets is whatever's left. Now, whatever's left is we could write as x times x, take 9, or we know x times x is x squared, take 9. All right, which is what we got there. So that's just an extra step to make sure you get it right. Which, if that means going slower but you get it right, for God's sake, do that. Yeah? And then what we say is, what they're saying here, they're doing some thinking in here as well. And the thinking in here that they're doing is, well, if this is squared, 1, 2, what 2 numbers, what's a square or a square root of 9? All right, and 3 times 3 is 9. So what they're thinking in here is that it's 3 squared, our first 3, our second 3. Because this is subtract, we've got a plus and a minus. We have to have that because plus times a minus is a minus. So here we go 2x plus 3, x take 3. Yeah? So let's transfer it into a question. Let's transfer it into here. It would appear that they want to see that the multiple of 2 went into the next number, and you need to say, does the multiple of 3 go into 75? All right? And I'm going to tell you that it does 25 times. 25 3s is 75. All right? So we're left with that. You could have done your thinking in between time. You could have said 3 x times x take 3 times something. Oh, well, that's 25. So you could have done that thinking, but I'm doing it for you. All right? And then you say, what numbers, what's that square root? It's 5. So we're left with 3x plus 5, x take 5. Again, 5 squared, so we've got 2 of them. X squared, we've got 2 of them. They're separated by a plus and a minus. All right? Is that okay?